I made it. Hey there, replay people. Hi, I made it. I made it. It's storming where I am, so the internet is being a little tricky, but I made it. Greetings to everybody. Hi, replay people, as we give a moment for live people to join us. Welcome to the Midday Moment. If it's your first time joining us, I'm your host, Dr. Davina Jones. The midday moment is the place where we remind ourselves to expect great things. And we expect great things not because we ignore the questions of our day. We expect great things not because we ignore the challenges of our day. We expect great things because we recognize that we are both fully human and fully divine. And in our fully human selves, we got stuffs, y'all. Yes, we do. In our fully divine selves, we got answers to the stuff. So the midday moment is designed to make sure you are tapping into your divine. Yay! And we are not by ourselves. We are part of a larger network called Kingdom. We got a full menu of Kingdom inspirations that includes the daily download with Dr. Pulley, the power of prayer and praise with Elder Katrina Johnson Smith. We got stuff, y'all. We got it for you. So if you scroll through, you'll see our commercials. Hi. Thank you. I know we were a little late today, but it's so good to see y'all. I got to do one thing, y'all. Then we're going to sing, okay? All right, y'all ready? Got to sing a little bit. Here we go. Come on, y'all. It's time. It's time for the midday moment. Come on. It's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moment. Everybody, oh, it's time. Hey, y'all, it's so good to see y'all. I'm expecting great things. Everybody say, I'm expecting great things. Oh, I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. Yes. Now, where are you expecting at? In my life. Yeah. I'm expecting great things. Come on, y'all. In my home. That's where I am today for right now. Get ready to head out. I'm expecting great things. Where else? All around me. I'm expecting great things. Good job. Eyes may not see. I choose to believe. You may not see, but I choose to believe. They may not see, but I choose to believe. Sometimes I may not see, but I choose to believe. I believe in great things. All right, y'all, say thank you, theme song. Thank you, theme song. All right, and theme song says you're welcome. Okay, so I know we start a little late. Some of y'all playing your break time around this time because it's usually when I'm taking my break. So I'm taking a break now. I worked from home a little bit this morning because we got a full afternoon, so I'm getting ready to go out for that. And but I'm here. I made it. It's storming outside and all that kind of stuff, but we made it. All right, so those of you that have been following along, we started working out of a new book. This book is amazing. So we've been dealing with the W. If you'd like to get a copy, you can email doctor spelled out DOCTOR PULLEY, doctorpulley at gmail.com. And you can get a copy of the book so you can read along with us. This book has been amazing. So we're dealing with the W, which basically means that I know you didn't think so, but sometimes you get a little two-faced. Sometimes you talk about your own self behind your own back. So in the mirror, you say, you got it, girl. You got it. You could do this. I love you. You're beautiful. You got it. And then you leave out the mirror and you say stuff like, I don't know how I'm going to make it. You talk about yourself behind your back. A double-minded person is unstable in all their ways. So the goal is to be single in your thoughts, to have a sound mind, to recognize that you are one with Creator, you are one with love divine, you are one with God. And the way you usher yourself from a W and usher yourself into a single U is by dealing with the W's. So we have been working on the first W, which is worship. What do you prioritize? What do you exalt? What and who do you exalt as supreme? And so when we define God as the everywhere evenly present spirit of absolute good, that is who and what we exalt. Absolute good. Yes, the spirit of absolute good. Love. God is love. And so through that affirmation, through that recognition rather, through that embrace and through that awareness, it allows you to usher yourself because you become very firm, very committed in your thought system, in your thought process, that absolute good is present no matter what I'm experiencing. And it keeps you from being double minded, keeps you from being two faced and saying all these nasty and ugly things about yourself. No wonder you say nasty and ugly things about other people because you're saying about yourself. But when you speak kindly to yourself, when you speak in loving kindness to yourself about yourself, it automatically overflows to everybody else. And so we've been working on this first W. And so we've looked at, for example, we've been kind of sitting with the story of Jesus at the well, with the woman at the well, recognizing that we worship God. We honor people. We don't worship people. We honor people. Honor mother, father, brother, sister, honor Jesus. And so we celebrate and honor Jesus as our role model, our way shower. But we don't worship Jesus. Jesus said worship God. So we worship God as the ever evenly present spirit of absolute good. So we worship God. We honor people. We enjoy places and we appreciate things. All right. And so in the conversation at the well, the woman is very aware that we got all these isms and schisms. You ain't supposed to be talking to me. I'm not supposed to be talking about you. Y'all worship over there. We worship over here. And Jesus ends up giving a dissertation on worship. So we don't have to be double minded. And that's a part of what she was experiencing, double minded. Should I be with this man, over here, over there? Jesus said, how many husbands? Who is your husband? She said, well, let me tell you, what had happened was, and I'm not judging her. We know there's a very, very unique history when it comes to the oppression of women. And so who knows? She's just working the system. She's working through what she feels like is her way of survival and so forth. Okay. So I can only imagine what Jesus comes to show us is that there's another way. We don't have to be double minded. I'm over here. I'm over there. I'm over here. I'm with this person. I'm with that. It creates all sorts of turmoil. And he recognizes that she's at the well, not just because she's physically thirsty, but she is spiritually thirsty. And so he gives her a dissertation on worship. Worship is not even counting how many men you've been with. I just asked you that so that you can get in contact with the fact that you're looking for something. You're looking for something. You're hungry for something. So I'm asking you the question so you can assess for yourself that you only with these people because you're looking for something. You're looking for your own sense of peace of mind. And so he ends up giving her the dissertation about what she's looking for and that we worship. And they that worship God must worship in spirit and truth. And so we've been talking about worshiping in spirit, not over there, but spirit. So I can worship anywhere because worship is from within, and being honest that everybody gets to have their own honest conversation at the well. Now, you can fake the funk with me, but when you get to the well, be honest because it's for your good. You ain't got to tell me, but when you get to the well, and the well is wherever you desire for it to be, I can sit right here and shut this off and I'm at my well. Be honest in your conversation with God because that's a part of your healing. Things come up and out to be healed. You at the well, you might as well let it come up and out to be healed. And so we've been looking at different nuances of this dissertation on worship. So today we're on day 16. So today we're on day 16. And let me just give you, we're going to give you this and we're going to go because I know we started a little late. Today, day 16 is emphasizing the fact that God is seeking you out for worship. That love is calling you. I think there's a song. I forget who it's by, but I think it's a song. Love is calling you. Love is calling you. God is seeking you. God is seeking. Love is seeking you. Absolute good is seeking you. Do y'all hear that? We get so we get hooked into phrases like God is. But when you start to use the definitions of God, it helps you to really access in greater comprehension what we're talking about. So, yes, God is seeking you in worship. God is seeking you in conversation. Love is seeking you. Yes. I know, because you thinking about the 5 men you've been with. That's not what I'm talking about. There is something inside of you called love that is seeking to say, let me be one with you. God in you, God through you, God as you is seeking you. And you talking about yourself behind your back. And yet God in you is seeking you, the real you, in spirit and in truth, the real you, the authentic you. Love is seeking you. Absolute good, it is seeking you. So why not go ahead and embrace? Embrace absolute good. Embrace love. Embrace joy. Embrace peace. So as we come on here for the midday moment, as you the power of prayer and praise, as you experience the daily downloads, you read through the illuminaries, or you become captivated with the imagery that Elder Ronaldo puts on Facebook with those imageries. All of these different menu options are inviting you to embrace absolute good. And I've been saying, when we talk about the everywhere evenly present spirit of absolute good, it does mean that there are some times when you don't feel good. There are some times when you don't where you don't even see good. And I encourage you, this has been a part of my theme in life for over a year now. I encourage you, when you feel like things are void, dark, and without form, when you feel like there is no good present, you go back to Genesis. You go back to the beginning when it reads how the earth appears to be void. It doesn't even say appear, just say the earth was void, was chaotic. It was without form, chaotic, and it was dark. And in the midst of that darkness, in the midst of that chaos, God says, love says, let there be light. We're inviting you to join in the conversation, to come into conversation with God, to go to the well and embrace absolute good. I came to give you living water. I came to give you good water, not sour, not bitter, good water. Embrace absolute good. Affirm absolute good. Affirm absolute good in your life. This must work for my highest good. We often quote scripture, everything must work for my good. All things work for my good. All things work for the good of those who are called according to his purpose and so forth. I love the way Louise Hay rephrases. She says, this must work for my good. And so there are times that I find myself establishing that. It's feeling void. It seems to be chaotic. Sometimes it's even painful and in tears. I have had moments. I'm getting ready to close, I promise. I've had moments where I've just been in tears, and I've just declared in my car driving or in my bed going to sleep crying, and I say, this must work for my good. This must work, because love is seeking me. Absolute good is seeking me. God is seeking me. So I accept. I come, I accept, and I embrace having this conversation with God and having this conversation with myself. Oops. Thank you, God. And declaring that this must work for my good. Type that in as we get ready to go. This must work for my good. Affirm it for yourself. This must work for. Love is seeking you. So embrace it. You embrace it by declaring death and life is in the power. It's on the power of your tongue. So declare the life. Declare the life. This must work for my highest good. Declare the life. Declare the light. Let there be light. This must work. Come on, light. Show me light. Let there be light and show me how. Because I know this must work for my highest good. Take care, everybody. I gotta go. I love you. I bless you. Take care. Y'all be good to yourself. Okay. Keep reading through the week. And we'll catch up when I see you next week on Monday. All right. Take care, everybody. Blessings. Don't be stingy. Like and share. I appreciate you. Ooh, mwah. Blessings.